Hey everybody, welcome to week 13 and 14 of training. It's been an amazingly busy couple weeks. If you've been following this channel, you know that I just moved into this home about 6 weeks ago, and we had some renovations that were originally planned before we had moved in, and one of those renovations was doing the floors. Now, this last week, I installed all the floors on the main level, which put Strongman Saturday at basically, it was in limbo whether or not I'd be able to get to it. As it turns out, I ended up missing Strongman Saturday. Enjoy the training footage, and of course, I will be here right afterward. Welcome to the voiceover. What you're looking at is week 13, day 1, which started with paused bench, and here is 255 pounds. Honestly, my pause probably could have been a little bit better, but I'm not really too disappointed. After that, I moved on to Z press. Normally I would do this movement with an axle, but I don't currently actually own an axle. I'm debating either making one or buying one from MB Power Center pretty soon. Moved on to weighted chins, and at this point I was training at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and my daughter decided to come down and spend some time with me in the gym. So I threw her up and did some Mike Bartos Power Center 4-way grip cable rows. And those were moving with 90 pounds plus my daughter, which comes out to about 120 pounds. Moving on to day 2, I had programmed some snatch grip deadlift. Here's my top set of 385 pounds by 3. I'm actually very happy with how well this is moving. I did strap in, but that's only because it's on the snatch grip and the focus wasn't necessarily on grip, but on the deadlift itself. Moved on to Camber Bar Squats, 355 pounds for sets of 2. I always forget when I do Camber Bar Squats just how difficult these actually are. If you've never tried Camber Bar movements, you should definitely give it a go. And moved on to Transformer Bar Good Mornings, and I got the side-by-side. I'm real stickler for handle positioning, especially when you're using the hinge mode. And like I've been promising a video for a long time. Hopefully I'm able to actually focus on that and bring it out soon. But a how-to video. Moving on to day 3, log push press. And again, this is off of the straps. So what I do is I push the log to the front of the straps and went ahead and sent it. Top set was at 215 pounds, and I did that for 6 sets of 2. After the mat, moved on to close grip bench. For 245 pounds for sets of 3. And then we started with week 14. Now the bench press, for whatever reason, I actually forgot to record it, but my top set was at 275 pounds for a double. And moved on to the strict pressing here. It's funny though, because I'm doing 185 in this video, but I had to do 175 and then 180 to get to the 185. When I tried to do 185 after my warm-up, it just didn't work. After that, I moved on to weighted chins, and these are with 60 pounds, and then these seated dumbbell presses. Now, you'll see I'm doing these on my flat bench. I don't currently have my zero gap in the bench. I am hoping to get that out of storage pretty soon and in the gym, but for now, just using the flat bench for everything. Moved on to week 2, and this is squats. 375 pounds for my top set, so I had 3 working sets, 355, 365, and 375. Again, just trying to hit that 8.5 RPE. And then I moved on to these single arm dumbbell rows. This is one of the features I love about the the flat bench, is that I can just roll the dumbbell underneath so that I can alternate sides for single arm dumbbell rows. After that, using the transformer bar to do some Bulgarian split squats with 145 pounds on the bar. These are super difficult for me to do. I don't know why. I'm guessing it's a combination of shoe choice and equipment choice, but I think a lot of it just comes down to me not being that good at them. So moving on to week 14, day 3. So this is the 7th of July, just for G-Wiz info. But log clean and press. 8x2, so I was cleaning every single rep, and I've got my sweet new Titan Fitness silencer pads, which I'm a huge fan of. Ended up doing 210 to 225 pounds, which is an amazing overhead day, especially for like a sub-maximal. Now, whether or not 225 pounds was sub-maximal is a different debate, but I was definitely happy with my performance, and here is that failure. So basically 225 was for a single and then a failed rep, but it was more just a commitment issue than anything. After that, moved on to Duffalo bar bench, and then we move into day 4. I've been messaging Mike Bartos a lot, trying to figure out how to better implement the power pin into my training. What I ended up doing was 6 sets of 6 with 90 pounds for swings. And then this is my top single. This was programmed at an RPE 9, so a 1-for-1 at 9. I actually felt like that 495 was about right. And then my back off right here, 420 pounds for sets of 2. That was for 2 sets. Afterwards, I moved on to front squats, and that completes week 13 and 14 of training. Strongman Saturday again got skipped both weeks. All right, so that's it for week 13 and 14. Now, there are some very big changes coming up. So basically, ever since I started training again about 13 weeks ago in a pole barn, I had a competition that I wanted to do, the Richard Bevins Memorial Competition on August 28th over in Dayton, Kentucky. I am still planning on doing that show. It has been a very not ideal training block getting to it, but I got 6 weeks to go. Really 7 weeks, but like 6 weeks of training to go to get prepared for that competition. I am still planning on doing that, but I am making a giant change in how I follow programming. So I was doing a lot of, basically it was like stuff I'd done before. The past 3 years I've done very consistent programming, and I'm starting to switch it up this week. So in week 15, when you see the week 15 video come out, I am doing a brand new program. It is, I'm telling you right now, after having done Monday's lift, that it is a lot different. It challenges me in a lot of ways that the old programming never did, and I'm very, very excited to see what kind of adaptations that I get out of this new programming. Until then, I appreciate you guys watching this video, and I appreciate each and every single one of you that watch every week. When it comes to your garage gym training, you should always keep it better, awesome, and of course, badass, and I'll see you guys right here for week 15.